Hi, I'm Dr. De Bruin, and this is another A-level Chemistry exam question walkthrough from the amount of substance topic. Let's get started. This question would probably come up as the second part of an extended question, where in the first part you've been given some maths data and asked to work out the empirical formula of this carbohydrate. So now we're being given the relative formula mass and asked to use that with our answer to part one, although here I've just given you the empirical formula, and use those together to work out the identity of this substance. So the first thing that I need to do is to look at that empirical formula and pretend to myself that it is something that exists. And if it did exist, what would the relative formula mass be? So that's why I've got scare quotes around my MR, because it's not really an MR. But what you're doing is just like you would for calculating the relative formula mass of something that did exist, you're adding together the relative atomic masses of all of the atoms that are in that substance. And that gives me an answer of 149 grams per mole. Well, in my question, I'm told that the real relative formula mass is 596 grams per mole. So now I need to figure out what's the scaling factor here. How many times does 149 go into 596? And I can do that by division. And I'm expecting here to get an integer scale factor. So my actual relative formula mass is 4 times larger than the relative formula mass, in scare quotes, of the empirical formula. So that means that I need to take all of the numbers in the empirical formula, including the imaginary invisible 1 that we can't see next to the oxygen because chemists are lazy and we never write the number 1, and we need to multiply all of those numbers by 4. So my carbon becomes carbon 40, my hydrogen becomes hydrogen 52, and my oxygen becomes oxygen 4, and that's my final answer. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you're finding these A-level chemistry exam question walkthroughs useful in your revision for the amount of substance topic. If you are finding them useful, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which topics you'd like me to cover next.